back on Bills Live. The bye is over. The Bills getting set for a game on Sunday. John Murphy, Steve Tasker in our Seneca studio, joined by Bills cornerback Levi Wallace just off the field after practice today. Levi, welcome. Thanks for coming in.
No, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Tell me about today. It looked like kind of a T-shirts and shorts type of walkthrough practice. At least it's good to get back to work a little bit, huh?
Yeah, just getting the blood flowing a little bit, getting back on track, making sure everyone's on the same page, ready to hit this, was it 10, 11 game stretch?
Right at halfway point.
Yeah.
11 weeks from the start of camp and 11 weeks left.
Crazy, right?
Hope probably a few more weeks than 11, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, time is flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get everyone back on track. Just go over some things that we probably missed first couple weeks, and start looking at the Dolphins.
Yeah, starting to get to that point where, like you do every season, where it's like a random drawing where, okay, this week Matt Milano's going to get hurt. He's going to sit out for a while. Now you're getting back Devin Singletary, but you start to rotate. You almost rotate guys through and test the depth. He lost 4 guys during the game last week. Does that bother? I mean, as a healthy player, what's that like, and how does the team react when guys are in and out of the lineup with injuries?
I think the coaching staff does a great job of just having guys ready, making sure everyone's prepared because, like you said, anything can happen at every single position. I mean, even with the starting quarterback a couple weeks ago, So just having guys prepared, ready to go and ready to play. It doesn't really make too much difference. The communication's all the same on the defense side.
Right.
Levi, so far this year for the Bills, 5 games. You've started 5. You came in around, I think, mid-November, November 10th or 11th last year and started the final 7 games. Are you at the point now where you can settle in and say, yeah, I'm a starter. I'm an NFL starter for this Buffalo Bills team? You feel settled anyway?
Settled, but not really,
not
satisfied.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I just want to keep going out there and competing. Like my job is on the line, each and every week. That's how I want to play. So, I'm happy that the coaches, find comfort in me, putting me out there, and I'm able to go out there and make plays as best as I can.
Your background, I'm sure, plays into that, right? You had to walk on at Alabama to get on that team and win national championships and play there, and then come here as an undrafted free agent. It's almost in your makeup, I would think. You got to keep pushing to settle in, to feel settled here, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what makes me, the player that I am. Just always fighting, even with something simple as a receiver catching the ball, I'm always trying to fight it out. That's just my mentality. I'm just a fighter, so I'm going to go out there and compete every single day.
Much different feel on this team. You came in mid-November, like Murph said. You've been here like almost a full calendar year now. This is a much different group of guys in this locker room. You seem to have raised it to a new level defensively. Your offense has got a little more under the hood now. What's the vibe like? And I know it was when I played, it was like that. When you felt like you were getting better, and sometimes you are, but how do you prove that to yourselves? I mean, what's the next step for you guys to say, okay, we are a good football team. How does the vibe change as your team improves?
I think specifically on defense, we just have to stay, hungry as we've been, and not let games, come down, just to us, try to make more takeaways, give the offense more opportunities, limit even less, that we've been doing. I think we know in our hearts that we're a pretty good defense, but I don't think we're satisfied with that at all. I think we want to be number 1 in every category, even being specific with Dennis, just the job that he does with giving us numbers, just how we can move forward from that aspect.
Right. I want to ask you mentioned when you sat down here a minute ago how the last time you were with us was training camp. Back, it seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah.
At that time, you were considered to be in like a 3-way battle for a starting spot, right? But very early on in camp, you established that you were the starter, and you haven't let go of that. How much has your approach changed since then, since camp?
Like I said, it's the same. I fight for every play, that I get because it's not promised, with injuries and we have other corners behind me that do a great job as well. So, I have that mindset to go out there and compete, and with them as well, they make me better as well, especially Kevin.
Are you do teams kind of stay away from Tre'Davious on the other side and come your way? Is that a pattern that you saw through the first 5 games?
Yes and no. I mean, they have to throw the ball eventually at one of us.
Right.
If I'm playing really well, then they'll start throwing at him. He's playing really well, they'll start throwing at me. And we both make plays. And then you have the two of the best safeties in the league, that just tracking the ball down as much as they can. So I think you have to really pick your poison and see where you really want to throw the ball. You know, I just try to lock my side down and make him try to throw at Tre'Davious, and knowing that he's going to make plays on his side. So.
When do you start looking, open up the book on the Dolphins? Either today, or do you wait to make it a normal week and wait till Wednesday? Coaches will start game. They probably have already started game planning on these guys, but do you start getting an early look at them already?
Yeah, with film, just by yourself. I think tomorrow's an off day, as usual. We're going to treat it like a regular schedule. Tomorrow's off day, just start film by myself, and then come in Wednesday prepared, knowing what they do on first and second down and going from there.
What do those safeties do for you on the back end? Those two, Hyde and Porter?
I mean, they run the show back there. Whatever they say goes, and I trust them. They have the most experience out of all of us. Well, I think 6 years each, 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah. So just asking them whatever they say goes, and trusting that they'll be in the position that they say they will be. Just running the show. Whatever they see, cut this, cut that. Alert this. And 95% of the time, they're usually right. So,
you're going into. I know you don't really keep track of this, but the Dolphins are struggling to win games down there. They lost one on a 2-point conversion, I guess, yesterday. You can't. How much do you let that leak into your thought process? Not at all, I would think, right?
I mean, this is the NFL, and I remember my mom used to say it to me back in the day. She wasn't talking about the NFL specifically. She was talking about high school, but she was saying any given Sunday, you can lose. She was talking about my high school team. We played on Fridays, but, she was just
Moms
saying.
do that.
Yeah. Just being prepared, never. The Dolphins are still a great team. This is still the NFL. They can come out here and put up 40 points. They have great receivers, quarterback that's growing, and they have good guys on defense as well, so.
Levi, this has been not just this year, but this past defense has been excellent for almost 2 years now, number 3 in the NFL in average yards. I think you guys give up, I know you give up less than 200. I think it's like 187 yards passing per game. What's left to be done in this pass offense? What can you do better, do you think?
Taking the ball away.
Yeah.
And I made a comment earlier. I said, dang, everyone has an interception except me. So it's got to start with me, and then, just all of us, just having even more communication. We watched some film on some things we missed. That could have given us even more opportunities to make plays on the ball. So I think just developing that communication, will go a long way.
3 straight home games. You guys given that any thought? Talked about it at all?
No, but I thought personally I'm excited for that. I think we have the best fans in the NFL, and my house is 10 minutes down the road, so I don't really like traveling too much on the planes. Right. So I'm excited for that to play at home.
What'd you do in the bye week? What'd you get done last week? Yeah?
Went to the dentist, went to Charlotte for a second, saw my mom, got a crown put on my tooth, and then went down to Miami and relaxed down there with my fiance. It was raining terribly, but
in Miami?
In Miami every single day.
How about it?
Yeah, I was upset a little bit. I went down there for the sun and it was raining.
That doesn't bother me so much. I don't know why that is.
I was upset.
Yeah, I
know
bet.
that, but it was good. It was a good time to get off my feet and relax.
And you mentioned you feel good coming back too, getting back to work, huh?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's no place like Buffalo. I'm always excited to leave, and then 3 days in, I'm like, I want to get back, and it's just great to be back. I'm glad that it wasn't as cold when I flew in yesterday. So
it was always nice yesterday.
It was nice.
People come in and normal, like Murph and I, you get a couple of weeks off a year, or you get your vacation time a year. But when you get a bye week in the NFL, you took like from 4, 5, 6 days off. It feels like a long time because of the grind and the routine of everyday life in the NFL. It felt like a long time this bye week, did it not?
Oh, for sure. And then, when you just set on a structure and a schedule, for so long, we're 11+ weeks already since camp, you're like, what do I do with myself? I have all this time. I'm relaxed, but I kind of want to get back. I want to get back to the
things
team.
to do, yeah.
So, like I said, it was good time to get away from football, but now we're back for good, so I think we're going to stay focused.
Back to work.
Back to work.
Levi, thanks for this. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate
thank you
it.
guys for having me. Good seeing
Levi
you guys.
Wallace, Bills Corner. Steve and I coming back with more One Bills Live from Seneca Studio in Orchard Park. This is Buffalo Bills Radio.